Look who's back. It's me. Hi. So I know it's been a few months, but honestly this semester has just been absolutely crazy for me academically. I really had to lock in and try to be the academic weapon that I am so that I can come back better and stronger than ever to give you all of my college advice, college application advice. And here I am with a video that I have wanted to make literally since I started this channel. This was like my dream video that I really wanted to make, and I decided to wait until it was college app season again. So here we are. Actually, college app season is over, but it's college decision season, and so I'm here to talk to you about why I made my college decision and why I'm sitting here in the storm room right now. And yeah, so hope you enjoy. So before we start, I would like to say I was indeed going to do a college reveal. I even promised that to a few of you, and I apologize that I did not do that. I just started thinking, who really wants to know where I'm going to college? I'm just a random girl. So instead, I thought I'd structure this video a little bit differently, and I'll tell you why I made the college choice that I did, and I think that might be more helpful to more people. So if you didn't know, I'm at UIC. I'm in the GBBA medical program here, so I have guaranteed admission to the UIC College of Medicine. There are some conditions of acceptance and all that, but if all goes well, guaranteed admission to the College of Medicine. And yeah, so I'm going to UIC, and I know this may come as a surprise to a lot of you because I did get into Northwestern. I also got into the computer science program at U of I, and both of those places are ranked far better than UIC is, but I chose this for a number of different reasons, and yeah, I'm just gonna talk about why, and maybe some of this will resonate with you. I know that when I was trying to make my college decision, I had pro-con lists up the wazoo. I was talking to everybody and getting everybody's opinion. Everybody was trying to give me their opinion, and that was the really hard part, to tune everything out and really think about what I wanted and what was best for me. So hopefully this can help you sort of break down why you might want to choose one school over another. So one of the main reasons why I thought that UIC was a smarter decision for me than Northwestern, I'll just be honest, at the end of the day it came down to Northwestern and UIC for me, was it costs a lot less to go to a state school than it costs to go to a private university, and that's probably pretty much the case for mostly everybody. And so I visited Northwestern and I absolutely loved it. And I visited on the worst day too. I visited on the yuckiest day. It was snowing outside in April and it was so cold, but I still loved it. I remember I took a mock journalism class, and gosh, I was in love with everything about the class, with the professor, with the students, with the environment. It was beautiful. I still have photos on my camera roll from my visit to Northwestern because everything, the architecture, it was gorgeous. And it was hard. I was really torn to whether should I go to this place that I feel could be such an amazing experience for me and is such a prestigious university, and I feel I would love it there and learn so much, or do I go with an option that maybe is more sensible? And the fact is, I think I thought about it more in terms of what I wanted to do in the future, right? So I think if you were planning on going to college and then getting a job afterwards, I think it might make a lot of sense for you to choose, the more prestigious university over a less prestigious university, even if that one costs more, because you're going to be getting paid, presumably, right after you finish. But as somebody who was planning to go to professional school afterwards, specifically med school, I didn't think that it really made sense to spend so much money on my undergraduate education when I was also going to have to spend so much money on my medical education. And so that definitely played a big role in my decision. So reason number 2, and probably the most obvious, is that I did get admitted to the BSMD program here, and obviously that was a big attraction, just because the idea of getting to go to college and not having to worry about whether or not you're going to get into what you want to get into afterwards is a huge load off of you. One of the great things about GBBA is that you can apply out if you want to. If you want to go to a different med school, you can apply to different med schools and they'll still save your seat here. And so it was kind of just the best option for me in that way, because I wasn't being locked into going to med school at UIC. I could, but I don't have to, and so it made a lot of sense for me because of that. So the third reason, and this is probably more applicable to more of you, is that if you got into a super prestigious school or like a school with a low acceptance rate or whatever, you're probably super academically talented, and it'll probably, potentially, maybe, even be easier for you to achieve really great things at a school that maybe isn't as high ranked or is smaller, or like a state school, just because it can be hard to be really successful when you're surrounded by people who are trying to achieve the same things as you. And I know that from going to a competitive high school, that like being surrounded by super ambitious people can be really motivating, but it can also be really not motivating, because that can be kind of daunting to like look at other people around you and like compare yourselves to them, and like know that you're all going out for the same like club positions or same whatever. So it can also be easier to succeed when you're in a less stressful environment and not surrounded by so many like overachievers, if that makes sense. And so like one of the things about UIC is like a lot of people who come in with like AP credits and stuff like that, like they can graduate in 2 years, they can graduate in 3 years. They don't have to take a lot of classes. They have so much time to like do extracurriculars and do internships and do research. And there's just so many of like those other opportunities that you can take advantage of because you're not in such a highly rigorous academic environment. And so that can be a really great benefit, especially, you know, it like at the end of the day, it really does come down to what you want after college. And if you want to go to grad school or professional school or something afterwards that you're going to need to apply to, it can also be really great to be able to spend time during your undergraduate years doing those other things that can be great for resume building, and also like it can be easier to get good grades if you're going to a university that maybe isn't as academically challenging. So there's another advantage. So I say this all to say that I think when you're making a college decision, you really have to think about more than just the name of the school. It can be hard to understand this like when you're in that phase of like everything is so hypothetical, like college is very hypothetical, and it's like, oh, like going to this school sounds better. But once you actually get there, like things are different, right? Like you're going to be going to school, you're going to be working towards some goal, and you want to make sure that the school that you're going to is going to be best for you know, you actually going there and you actually like taking advantage of the opportunities that are there, if that makes sense. You know, for me, going to state school worked out a lot better because I know that this is a lot better for my career in the long run, because of the opportunities that I have here that I wouldn't have anywhere else, and also the fact that I don't have to worry about whether or not I'm going to get into med school, and financially it works out a lot better. But you know, for other people it might make more sense to go to that prestigious school. So anyways, look at the bigger picture is what I'm trying to say. Look at where you want to be in 5 years and think about what school will get you there if you want. Or you could just like write your schools on a piece of paper and like tear them up and toss them in a hat, and then like toss a hat in the air and then like see which paper landed face up and then just choose to go there. Because at the end of the day, like life is life, right? Like we'll roll with it. Even if you make the wrong decision, like you can transfer, you can always like there's always a way to make things okay in the end. And so anyways, I hope this was helpful to you. Please let me know if you have any questions. I really want to get back on this YouTube journey of mine, and so hopefully you'll be seeing a lot more of me. But if not, it was great seeing you. Hi guys, you thought the video was over, but here I am, surprise! I have one quick little message for you, and that is if you could please hit the subscribe button. I would love it so much. My face literally lights up every time I get a new subscriber, and I only have 144 right now, so every single one counts. Like every time somebody subscribes to me, I literally see it and I get so happy. So I'd really appreciate it if you could do that. It costs completely nothing, and it'll just make sure that whenever I post a video, it'll go to the top of your feed. So that's great, and I hope you have a beautiful day regardless. So bye!